Welcome back, Python enthusiasts. It's day 73 of our 100 Days of Python series, and today we are diving into building RESTful APIs using Django Rest Framework, or DRF for short. In this episode, we'll cover creating APIs, serializing and deserializing complex data, and securing your APIs with authentication and permissions. Let's get started. Before we begin coding, let's make sure we have Django Rest Framework installed in our project. If you don't already have it, simply install it using pip install Django Rest Framework. Next, we need to add REST_framework to our installed_apps in settings.py. With that set up, we can now create our first API. The first step in building an API with Django Rest Framework is creating a model, a serializer to convert model instances into JSON, and a view to handle the HTTP requests. In this example, we've created a simple book model, a book serializer to convert book instances into JSON, and a book list view that returns all books in the database. Key points to cover: model defines the structure of the data, serializer converts model instances into JSON format, API view handles HTTP requests like GET, POST, etc. Serialization is the process of converting Python objects into JSON or other formats that can be easily transmitted over the web. Deserialization is the reverse, where incoming data is converted back into Python objects. Let's take a look at how to handle both. In this POST request handler, we take the incoming JSON data, deserialize it into a book instance, validate it, and save it to the database if it passes validation. Otherwise, we return the validation errors. Now that we have a working API, we need to secure it. DRF makes it easy to add authentication and permissions. Let's start by adding token-based authentication and restricting access to certain views. First, install the simple JWT package for token-based authentication. Next, update the settings to include JWT authentication. Now, we can add authentication to our API views. In this example, we've added a permission class to ensure that only authenticated users can access the book list view. You can easily customize these permissions based on your app's needs. And that's it for day 73. We've covered creating RESTful APIs, serializing and deserializing data, and adding authentication and permissions using Django Rest Framework. I hope you found this helpful and are excited to apply these concepts in your own projects. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. See you tomorrow for day 74.